definitely makes Shockwave a super interesting tournament whenever he shows up.
Yeah, he does crazy stuff.
Because everyone's like reaction of the first time playing Austin is like, what just happened?
Even like going into it, like me, like understand, because he's actually been a player. Like I think he's got 100% win record against me in Smash 4.
Yeah.
And like even going into it, it's like, okay, this is gonna be hard. I know the things to do. I know the things he's punished before. And then I come away from the set afterwards. I don't know what happened.
I know exactly what we're gonna do. I just don't understand anything right now. But we've got Studebacher Hawk and Apathy and Ivysaur Charizard. The type disadvantage definitely going to come into play.
Yeah.
Not on Pokemon Stadium?
I know, right? What's wrong with him?
That's okay. But Charizard definitely going to get some pretty mean tech chases on Green Hill Zone.
So do you think the armor would make him fire metal?
Ooh, that is true. Maybe he's the first tri-type Pokemon.
Maybe, yeah. Normal
flying.
Or, sorry, yeah, flying.
And Steel.
Steel,
Maybe
he's right.
Fire Steel with like Levitate.
Maybe. That would make
For
sense.
a character with wings, he's like not as fly-y as a bunch of other characters that are.
Right, yeah. He's got the glide, but it's not really a big part of his kit.
Yeah, it's not a really big part of his kit. He can't just stay in the air forever.
Right, and it's not like Pit where he's going to just like, oh, well, I'm just going to approach on side B and then do buttons. It's not really a thing
Charizard's approach is run into, hold down.
And then jab at you.
And then jab. Jab is a very powerful tool.
Yes, it is.
Forces knockdown super early, gets pop-ups. Oh, all right,
okay.
we take those, I guess.
That was worth.
Yeah, might as well. If you're up the stock, you're like even or like higher percent than your opponent, you might as well take the trade.
That's test theory. If you're ahead and you can trade pieces. Equivalent value, at least.
Yep. Might as well. Unless you're in a crew battle, then you just...
Then you probably should.
You try to survive forever.
Yeah.
And these C-bombs not allowing Charizard to get down.
Okay.
I do like the C-bomb to just like kind of force him to choose an option, and then you're allowed to react to that option.
Yeah, especially with a character as big as Charizard. He's got tricks that he can do in the air, as Apathy showed. But he's still a big body.
He's still a very big target to hit, and that mean monster back air. I'd say for back air is actually super strong now.
It is.
I've seen it enough. Charizard down air off the ledge. Charizard on the ledge, actually pretty rough life. Ledge dash not super good. He can do like the glide, instant glide off the ledge, but that's
very unsafe.
That's pretty unsafe, and it's super hard to time to get it like the actual invincibility on it.
Well, back air just a little bit too high.
Maybe going for an up B? No.
Oh, okay.
Smash? Almost off the... No, that was up the I think.
Yeah, he just bounced him into the seat falling down,
Yep.
but does eventually get that stock.
Back air's back onto stage.
Okay. I was scared for him.
Just gotta remember, what would Dinty do?
I know, right?
Probably camp the ledge.
Denty would probably camp the ledge, which is not quite as effective in this version of the game.
Definitely not as effective.
Oh, okay, nice game.
Last stock situation, this is definitely doable.
Yeah, he could do what he literally just did.
He could do that again, but I'm really... Gimps on Charizard are very rare.
Yeah, usually not a thing you see too often.
Yeah, but he's blowing him out with these back airs. I really like it because back air's going to outrange most of Charizard's just like moves. It's going to create a zone where he can't approach from.
Yeah, Charizard's got a lot of range on his stuff, but doesn't have that disjoint like back air. That might be gonna be close.
Oh, yeah. Very slightly didn't have like the perfect DI on that to live. So Studebacher definitely turned that around. His neutral was becoming a lot safer, just relying on the back airs and then not hanging himself on Charizard as much at the end.
Right. Yeah, Charizard's definitely a character you have to try and keep out. You feel like if you brawl with him, he's a big old meaty character.
He's lots of meat. Lots of meat.
Full of dragon meat.
Where do we go next? So, I guess I'll wait for what Apathy bans. I don't want to go to Wario Land, that's all I know.
I would think so, yeah.
I don't want to go to... Oh no, is he switching? Okay, he's switching to Roy.
Interesting.
Okay.
Does Apathy play Roy?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I saw him play Roy in a friendly once. Does that count?
I guess.
Roy is fire and Charizard has fire.
It's true. I mean, he's also the fire steel type. So.
Oh, that's true. These are exactly the same character.
Yeah, totally. except Roy does not have Levitate.
That's true.
What would he have, you think?
Roy has the ability Sadness. It's a new addition in
The sad life.
3.6. All right, but
It's really just a shout out to the super old edition of
yeah,
Melee.
yeah, for sure. All right, gets the tactics going. No, never mind, he doesn't. I lied.
Yeah, a lot of times when a character's like Ivysaur's weight, she's a little bit too floaty for the actual tech chases, so you'll be going for a lot of like forward throw, down throw mix-ups for DI instead.
Gets the nair. Tries to catch the roll behind with dash attack, but Apathy is just going to stay at center stage. Like a smart player. Oh, that was...
There's no way I'm going to get hit by F smash DI.
Yeah, that was rough. That was the, let's move DI, and then you dash away and you explode.
Fast fall to get to the ground faster.
It's foolproof, guys. Just takes the Razor Leaf. He just crouched in front of him.
The classic Roy. Kind of also similar to Charizard, like aggressively crouch canceling.
There's so many similarities. Apathy should just be a Roy main.
Totally.
And you should be a Charizard main. We're there to keep him out.
Apathy choosing to do questful things, but does manage to fall with the back air to make that save. Could have actually just died there if he got hit on the way down.
Oh yeah, you just gotta let the tether character, as soon as you see them hit the ground, then do something. But don't try to act before that.
Okay, yeah, that's definitely gonna kill him. Apathy is making questionable decisions.
That was a weird decision, Apathy.
Yep, definitely above the percent we're down tilt is gonna combo, but another well-placed up smash.
Monster sweet spot. That'll definitely take it. I like the immediate dash attack after the side B, noticing that Apathy tries to, as soon as the side B hits him, shields roll in either direction.
Pressure.
We got some movement. We're going back and forth.
We're going one way and the other way.
Oh, the hot fire windmill. I still think my idea for Roy, where we make it so that you can mash A and his nair will just come out every time you press A, and he goes higher and higher the faster you press it, like a helicopter.
Then his recovery wouldn't be so bad.
Yeah, no, he'd be usable. Well, I wouldn't want to go that far, but
right, yeah.
Closer. All right.
Does have the solar beam on deck. One big conversion could be the end of it.
Super delayed down tilt just to catch the grab. Because you can almost react to Ivysaur's grab in that situation. Because
pretty slow.
It is super slow. Ivysaur is actually super bad at dealing with pressure.
She is.
Pretty slow aerials out of shield and a 14-frame grab.
Yeah.
Which is a rough look.
Yeah, if Roy can actually down tilt her shield, he's in an incredibly good position.
Also, why does Ivysaur have a seizure when people grab her?
It's because of like collision detection stuff.
Okay.
Because like the game is like detecting that she's supposed to be touching the ground, and so she touches the ground, and then it changes the detection, so she just between those two states.
She always just looks like she's in a great deal of pain.
I imagine she is. I mean, like you're grabbing hold of her bulb like that.
That is true. Oh my God, zap!
MS Paint Beam finishes off that last stock.
The classic.
Yep, gonna be running the gamut of characters. Flipping back to Toon Link.
We're gonna see some bombs, some camping,
some boomerangs. You think maybe?
Maybe an arrow or two. But if there's more than two, Apathy is banned from stream for the rest of his life.
Lunchables makes the arrow look not bad.
He does. But it's definitely all. It's about bomb, then boomerang second, then arrow.
Definitely, yeah. That is the hierarchy. I think even like if you can attack them normally with normal moves, even that would be put before arrow. But
yeah,
there are some times when you're just like, oh well, Fox is recovering.
There's a little bit of an edge guard. Yeah, you can edge guard with arrow. But we're going to Wario Land. I like this choice. Lots of platforms to move around on. Apathy does like the small stages. He does like hitting stuff. Oh no, you can't get down from Ivysaur though. You never want to be above a plant.
Nope.
You never really want to be above anyone, actually.
Not really, yeah. There aren't really many characters where you can be above them. You're just like, oh, yeah, this is fine.
Unless you're Falco.
Then
you're like, it's okay.
Yeah, I'll be coming down with... No!
Oh, my
God. Nice big legs, but he's living!
He survived. I've seen two people in, like, the history of the game survive that down tilt. That meteor is so strong.
It is super strong.
Back to ledge. Oh, barely misses it. Almost caught him with the up B, and that would have stage spiked him. But Apathy's got those super clean fast fall wave dashes to ledge.
Okay, nice grab conversion. Good DI though on the up throw, so didn't really get too much off of it.
Pushes him to the
No.
corner. I feel like he should just like preemptively be throwing out the back air in that situation.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, actually.
It covers so much space so that like in that situation he was in a zone where he couldn't move outside of it.
Right, yeah, and if you can use your invulnerability to set up the back air, there's literally nothing they could do about it.
It's the get up. I was expecting the just immediate get up grab into back throw. But
Oh,
never mind.
Apathy
All right.
Looking a little off this set.
Off the top. Yeah, those super close blast zones on the stage definitely gonna play a factor right now.
The bomb riding on the boomerang. the razor leaf a little bit there.
I like that Studebacher is approaching behind the razor leaf, making because it does last on the stage for a while, so it forces Apathy to make a decision.
Yeah, kind of Sonic Boom-esque for the Street Fighter reference.
Yeah, definitely. That was the most Sonic Boom-esque projectile. He says maybe like Wolf Laser. That up B will definitely take it.
Apathy looking in
Swing him up.
comfortable position now, but
Yeah, almost had a combo going, but that bomb's gonna save him.
okay. Well, good, the right idea there. Trying to use the back air.
I was and Apathy missed the tether, so
Yeah, if he had tethered, he probably would have got caught by the back air.
spaghetti. Cross him up again. He's got the MSB paint beam charge.
Got it all drawn up.
Yeah.
Copy paste is ready.
It is. He control V'd.
Yeah.
He's ready to go. Down air. Catches the down tilt. Ow, I was super expecting the up air right there. And that's the
guy out on the forward air.
I don't want to get combo, but it doesn't matter because you're so close to the blast zone, so you're dead either way.
Yeah. Do you think he would have survived if he did survival DI there?
Maybe.
Maybe.
He was so close that it didn't, I don't think it really mattered. Yeah, that was a good match. That was fun to watch.
Yeah, I could see Studebacher kind of getting his flow down a little bit better.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I talked to